Good morning, YouTube. Back at it again. Another episode of The World is Burning. Today, people, we're just going to get straight into it. We're not going to look at any articles. I did find some, but they were just kind of depressing about young people becoming homeless. That's what we're focusing on today. If you're new here, take a seat, enjoy, welcome. Join the 760 subs. Love you all, guys. Keep leaving comments. Love hearing from the community. We're going to look at the young people going homeless. It's a terrible situation, people. Gen Alpha, Gen Z, even millennials. They're getting hit with homelessness. Prices are going up. If you've seen any of my other videos, it's all these issues are leading to this, and this is what we need to avoid. Let's get into it. Leave me a comment, guys. Love hearing from the community.
What about like the cops? Do they bother you guys out here?
Sometimes, depending on what we're doing or where we at. But most of the time, if we're just out here chilling, no, they won't bother us.
That's cool. Do you still have family out here in Phoenix?
I do.
Do they know about your situation, that you're out here homeless on the streets?
Mm-hmm.
And what about your girl?
Yeah,
You have family here in Phoenix?
yeah, in California, and yeah, they know.
What do they?
And look at this, guys. This is just a terrible situation. Poor girl here. She's not even making eye contact. She looks like she's on drugs. Both these guys look like they're on drugs. You know, if you're on the streets, I know it's hard to say don't do drugs, but it just makes you so vulnerable and you deteriorate so quickly. It's so sad to see.
You? Do they try to get you to come back home?
Yeah, or to get help.
We try a lot of things. I'm actually working with my mom on getting into another rehab, so
You've been to rehab before?
twice.
Detox and all that?
Mm-hmm.
How long were you there for?
2 weeks.
Did you complete the whole program? Or?
Mm-hmm. I went there and then when I got I went in smoking like 20 plus blues, and then when I came out, I was only smoking like 5 to 10 blues on a good day. You feel me? So it did some kind of work. It did some kind of justice.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If you send someone to rehab and you don't send them back with anything to look forward to, any prospects, any job, you just send them back to the streets, they're just going to start doing drugs again. They're just going to start doing drugs again.
What kind of substances do you guys mess with? Is it just the blues or G2?
Me, I do fentanyl and marijuana. So I smoke weed and then I smoke blues on the side.
How'd you get introduced to the blues?
Hanging out with the one person and then sniffing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure blues are like fake pills. I think they're like fake oxy pills. Maybe. Leave me a comment, guys. I'm actually not too sure on that. But yeah, fentanyl on the streets, it's no joke these days, people.
So it was through friends, it wasn't through family?
No, it was through friends. I was in high school at that time. I'm out of high school now.
You were in high school? How young were you?
I was 18.
Jesus.
18. And before you got introduced to them, had you heard about them before, or you just, that was like your first time?
Yep, when I got introduced to them, that was my first time hearing about it. Yep. And then as soon as I got hooked on them, I ain't never seen that do it again.
Yeah, I don't think these two are too far gone, to be honest. You know, his skin's still looking pretty good. She's not got all the sores and whatnot. So hopefully these guys can get off the street, get into rehab, and then get on a good path. Because, you know, negativity brings negativity. And if you're on the streets just doing drugs, it's a rough place to be.
What's your name?
Adina.
Diana?
Adina.
Adina.
Yeah.
How old are you?
25.
Where are you from originally?
Arizona.
From Phoenix?
Hmm?
And what's your situation right now?
I'm just homeless. I don't really have any family or any friends or anything, so I just roam around Arizona.
Yeah, just going to stop this one here. What she just said there is really important. She has no family and no friends, so she's just roaming around Arizona. End of the day, guys, there's nothing more important than your family and your friends. You've got to be in a situation where you've got people you can rely on, something to live for, someone to help you during the bad times. Because if it goes bad and you don't have that support situation, you're just going to end up on the streets. I feel for this girl here. But this is what I'm saying. She's got the sores on her face. She's probably doing hard drugs. So it says she's on the slide here.
You've been homeless for?
4 years.
Christ.
So ever since you were 21?
Yeah.
What happened to all your family?
I have my mom that lives out here, but we don't really hang out or talk. My brothers, but.
So you have your mom, your siblings.
Uh-huh.
When was the last time that you talked to them?
Like 3-4 months ago. Yeah. They're doing good. I'm just like, doing my own thing. They don't have really room at the house or anything, so.
So they didn't tell you to come back home or anything like that?
No. No. They're like, get out of here. Leave. Don't come back.
Why is that? Are you in bad terms with them?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
So how was your childhood growing up?
Good. I mean, I freaking just played in my room, really. I didn't really do anything, go out or anything like that.
Did you have both parents, mom and dad?
I have a stepdad, but he basically raised me, so.
Yeah. So what do you do out here to survive?
Just ask people for dollars, and hopefully I'll get some. Sometimes I'll get more than, other days, or sometimes I don't get any at all. And the lowest I've been is like getting a cup on the floor and going to get some water in the suitcase, so, just like different every day.
Where are you staying at right now? Like, do you have a tent? Where do you usually sleep? Behind buildings? Bus stops? What do you do?
Most people have tents and stuff, but I don't have any tents. I just hang out. So there's some people that I hang out with, and I'll stay at if I don't sleep for a couple days or whatever, I'll stay at their tent or whatever at night. But I don't really like to sleep at night because it's, it can get dangerous and stuff, like depending on where you're at. But I just walk back and forth between like Bell and Camelback, so yeah.
Bell and Camelback?
Yeah.
On what avenue?
Usually between 67th and like 35th, like those avenues.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm never really over here, but I just happen to be over here today.
Why'd you move spots?
Yeah, shout out to this girl. I hope she does get us on the right track. 4 years on the street. My God, guys, that's rough. That's real rough. Doesn't sound like she's got a plan to get off the streets as well, and that's what's sad about this. I see people in the comments of these sort of guys' videos saying, all you're doing is just doing this for likes, you're doing this for comments, you're just getting comments, you're using these people. I actually think this is really important, guys. You have to show, and I think young people should see this as well as like a cautionary tale, and stay away from the hard drugs, guys. You've got to stay away from the hard drugs. A bit of weed, drinking, as long as it's, not destroying your life, that's not the end of the world. But when you start smoking fentanyl and shooting up and doing this, that, and the other, it's a slippery slope. I wish her all the best.
Do you know me?
Total 5 days homeless, 6 hours in the waiting room somewhere we'll stay, after 2 days of temporary accommodation.
You have opinions.
Temporary accommodation again. Oh, this girl's just going to be getting shifted around temporary accommodation. Got in contact with grandparents who haven't seen in 7, 8 years. Oh, so she moved in with her grandparents. There you go, guys. And this is what's so important about having a network and actually, having a family who you can rely on, because this girl would have just been bouncing around temporary accommodation, and now she's back with her grandparents. End of the day, guys, my last video yesterday, give it a watch. Governments are going to start going broke. They're going to start cutting services like this. Even a young woman who usually gets priority, she's getting passed around these temporary accommodations because the government doesn't have enough spaces for people. The government isn't going to save you, people. The government isn't going to save you.
You're homeless.
Yep.
Walked up, you're studying physics. You're homeless, going to college. Tell me about that.
It's stressful when I can't get up at certain times because I gotta wait for a spot to close down a building. So I try my best just to go to bed early and get up at like 7. I got morning courses during the daytime, but that's high set and I'm already doing that course at night. So it's not really that bad. I get to enjoy my homework and be at peace. When I'm out here, I get to do my tarot card readings, try and get by, or fly my sign, and no one bothers me so much.
So, oh my gosh, how long have you been going to LACC?
Since February, the beginning of February.
Oh my god, and you did this all by yourself? Or?
Yep.
Good for you.
Went there by myself, signed up for the courses. I got to get my student ID, but I've got the books and everything.
Oh my gosh.
You know, shout out this girl. She's on the streets. She's still going to college. Still trying to better herself. She obviously has some dental issues going on. But this is it. It's expensive to be poor, people. It's expensive to be poor. She's on the street. She probably doesn't have an address she can go to. She's not going to get much government assistance with her teeth. And if she wants to do that privately, that's thousands of pounds, people. That's thousands of pounds. So she not only is she on the streets, she has a few medical issues she has to take care of as well. And America's not set up for poor people to be healthy. It's just not. So I hope this girl gets a degree, and actually we find out about her in a few years' time, and she's completely switched it around.
When you were younger, what did you want to become as an adult, Leela?
Everything. And anything.
Look at that. 22, guys. This is 22. This is a broken woman, and she's 22. Her life hasn't even started yet.
In the next 3 months, where do you think you'll be?
Probably. I don't know. Just a little bit happier.
You'll be happier?
Yeah.
And how can people help you? If people were wanting to help you, how would they help you? Do you need clothes? Do you need shelter? Do you need go to a treatment center? What do you need?
Probably.
And this is it, guys. He's asking her, what do you need? What do you need? She doesn't even know. She's quite lost here. She's quite lost. And that's really sad. Because where do you even begin? Where do you even begin? If you're 22, you're a young woman on the street, there's no help coming from anywhere. Yeah, she's so lost. Wait, look at this one here, this comment. I have an update of her sober now. My cousin, Alondra, pushed it through and made it. I hope to God that's true.
She was like, stop experimenting. You know, stop like with what's water and life and elements that are important for us to turn into something that's needed to make us work, you know.
So, Leela, I'm gonna say thank you very much for talking to me. I'm gonna give you my number so you can call me if you need a ride to treatment center, if you need somebody to talk to. I'm also gonna hand you this goodie bag.
Thank you.
It's a blessing bag from one of my subscribers. Her name is Shorty. So she created that bag for you. You want to look in there?
Shout out Shorty. That's so nice. That's nice. These people, that's gonna change. That's gonna change her day, her week.
It's in there. If those are items you need.
Some coffee. Like juice. Sport clothes. That's really sweet. I appreciate it.
Okay, there's also a letter in there with a gift card to a QT. If you could read that letter when you have time.
I will.
Okay, so please take care of yourself, and I'll go and grab you some food, okay?
Okay.
Okay, shout out this girl, 22, young and homeless. She's going through it. I hope to God this comment's true. I hope to God this comment's true. Good luck. $20 old,
Right,
another
so I'm
young
here with
one. My
Leela.
God.
Leila, how old are you?
I'm 20 years old and my birthday is on Monday, so I turned 21.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Are you originally from Mesa?
No, I'm from up north on Hopi, from the Hopi Reservation, but my mom has a job with the Salt River Reservation, so she's staying there.
What's your current situation right now? Are you homeless?
Yes, homeless is a big situation for me. I have somewhere to go. It's just my boyfriend has nowhere, and I'm all he has. But my family does not approve of him, so it's kind of hard to be together. You know, yeah.
How long have you been on the streets for already?
Yes, I'm doing an interview.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend?
How long would you say we've been out here, like on the streets?
For about
month.
A month?
If you want to, you could.
You can hop in. Okay, yeah, basically about a little bit more than a month, but I'd say maybe about 2-3 months, maybe.
So you guys been out here for 2-3 months?
Yeah, just about, not that long.
And you guys just decided to go to the streets because your family doesn't approve of it.
Well, I chose to because he has nowhere to go, so, and I don't want to just,
leave him by himself out here. So I try to do all I can to help him. But I have everything going for me. Right now I'm doing a pharmacy technician program with the Phoenix Indian Center. I'm just waiting to receive my trainee license to come in the mail, and once that comes in, I'm able to start my training for a pharmacy technician.
That's good, man.
Yes.
Don't give up on your dreams.
Yeah.
You see, that's good though. If you're on the streets like that girl a few previously and she's off to college, she's kind of got a few things sorted out. This girl here, she's going to get her pharmacy technician sorted out. There's a way out of the streets, but there's so many people who just don't have anything going on at all on the streets. Sad to see.
You're out here, you're still going to school, right?
Hell yeah. I'm still trying to make it work,
There you
trying to
go.
get something for us.
Positive energies.
Yeah.
She's got some
That's
good
good,
positive
man.
energies about her.
So is it dangerous on this side of town?
Yes.
It is, yes. We've been all over, especially for me. Yeah, especially for me because I'm a female. So a lot of people are trying to pick me up and
Recently, just some Mexican guy came up to her and asked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and now you see the guy, he's got the sores on his face, eyes are looking a little bit out of it. I feel like this guy's on drugs, so that's telling me that's why her parents didn't really approve of this guy. Now she's on the streets with him and he's doing drugs, so I wish him all the best as well.
Trying to buy me.
Her thing for $40.
He's trying to buy me for $40.
I was
Christ.
gone. I went to use the restroom, and she's barely told me that when I came,
He took off. Yeah, it's like.
So, it's fucking hard shit, And the other night we were chill with this other guy, and I went to use the restroom again, and she got violated. She got touched. So now I'm really, really watching her because I don't want to leave her alone.
Yeah, and that's the
It got
thing.
to that point where sometimes I even have to go with him in there just so nobody bothers me. Yeah.
So I hate it.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl on the streets. That's a rough one. That is a real rough one because there's so many, especially if you watch the Skid Row videos or the Kensington, Philadelphia ones. There's a lot of violent guys out there. It's a rough place for a woman.
I moved out of my parents' house at 18. They were helping me with the rent. I used to live on Bonnie. Going to school as a full-time student, I had like 6 to 7 classes a day, and I lost the apartment because I couldn't pay the half of the rent because my parents all of a sudden decided, no, I'm not going to help you. My mother has mental issues a little bit, so that came into play, and our friends decided to help us out. We talked about it 2 weeks in advance that we were going to move in with them, and everything was set up. And at the very last minute, he said no. And all of our stuff was in his garage, and everything got stolen. Everything since I was 7 years old was stolen because I'm adopted from Russia. And so I had to, ever since then, my boyfriend and I, Jonathan, which I met at PCC, we've been homeless.
And you're both going to college?
We're both going to college still. I only have 2 classes. I'm trying to major in theater arts, and he's majoring in zoology. And he only has 2 more classes until he gets his AA.
That's amazing.
And so it's
got to be hard going to school while you're homeless.
It's hard to manage of thinking where are you going to sleep tonight to your homework and to going to class and managing your classes and where are you going to stay tonight. Like last night I slept in a park with 2 blankets, very thin blankets, and at nighttime, as hot as it is, it gets very cool at night.
So last night you slept outside?
I've been sleeping outside for a very long time, and unless I can get $50 a day, which takes me an hour and a half to 2 hours to make, I get a hotel room, and I put that money towards food and hotel room and shelter. And if I can't do that, then I'm on the street.
What's flying a sign like?
Flying a sign takes a lot of pride away from me because a lot of the people, it's not looked greatly upon when you fly a sign. But it's a good way to know who your friends are because I had friends when I was 8 years old until now, and They see me fly a sign one day, drove right past me, and wouldn't acknowledge me at school. Wouldn't even they made it seem as if I didn't exist anymore.
Wow.
And so it's really a good thing to know who your true
Well,
friends
how do
are.
people treat you? I mean, because if you're making money, you know, and people don't really know how much it just messes with you. And
it messes with you emotionally because it puts you down. It's like, you know, I'm all the way down at the barrel trying to survive, and I gotta fly a sign, you know? And a lot of people yell out in their cars, get a job, and I'm trying. But with the way the economy is going, I mean, I used to go up and down Colorado trying to get job applications, and most of it is online, and I went to PCC to get, you know, fill it up. But as soon as they found out I'm homeless, they wouldn't take me.
And that is it. Once they find out you're homeless, they're not throwing jobs your way as easy. This one here, this comment here, instead of $1 trillion defense budget, they should look after their own. Yeah, there's no money in the budget for this girl. I kind of agree with this comment as well. Theatre arts is basically a waste. Yeah, these days it kind of is. But yeah, I wish this girl all the best as well. Sorry, this has been a really depressing one, guys. But I think it's an important one to just check in on every now and again. Youth homelessness. When the youth have no prospects and they're becoming homeless, these are the people who are supposed to run the world later. It's just, there's no hope, especially when you're at the bottom of the barrel, like she said. We'll do one more than get out, guys. But yeah, this has been a depressing one. Sorry.
All right, so what's your name?
Ariana.
Adriana.
Ariana.
Ariana. How old are you?
23.
Where are you from?
And that's why you don't do hard drugs, guys. This girl is looking way older than 23. She's living a hard life on the streets, probably doing drugs. That's sad. That's really, really sad.
Phoenix, Arizona.
What's your current situation?
I stay with my nana.
So you're not homeless out here in the streets?
No.
What are you doing, like walking up and down?
Making money.
Okay. So, you hustle out here?
Yeah.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah, very dangerous.
Have you ever been through anything, like, personally?
No, as far as like traumatic, no. But like, I mean, in my childhood years, like I've been sexually assaulted and stuff like that. But as far as like the way I hustle and stuff, no.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. So I was molested by my own dad at 5 years old. So I grew up with my mom, and then my stepdad. My stepdad raised me since I was 2 years old. Yeah, I had a good childhood until I turned 11 years old. December 28th of 2011, CPS came and took us from my mom, and it's me and 7 other brothers and sisters that I have. After that, my life went in hell, and yeah, CPS basically my life up, and I had to grow up.
And this is what I'm saying, guys. The government isn't going to save you. This girl was taken, I mean, yes, she was experiencing abuse in her family, but now they've taken her to CPS. She's probably in the foster system now, and everybody knows that's a rough place to be. That is a real rough place to be. Probably experienced more abuse at the hands of the foster system. God, I feel for this girl.
You know, and started living the street life. Shit.
How was it in there?
And that goes to tell you, the foster system must have been rough for this girl because she chose to go to the street life over that. And here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I totally understand someone just moving to the streets and doing drugs and just fucking off the life because they've gone through so much abuse. It makes sense. It makes sense. She knows nothing else other than abuse. I mean, she said her dad abused her. It's terrible.
Did you get placed with a family, or?
At first I did get placed with a family, but then like she had other foster kids, and so like I don't know, like she played favorites a lot and stuff, so I wasn't comfortable there, so I asked to be removed, and after that they sent me to a group home, and then from 11 to 18 I was probably in like 11 different placements because, well, for one, I'm hard-headed, and yeah, in the beginning when I first got taken away, I felt like if you weren't my mom, then I wasn't gonna listen to shit you said. But then I slowly like learned that anywhere you go, there's rules, you know, so had to follow them. But then, like, I don't know, it just started getting harder and harder being without my mom and my brothers and sisters. So I just started doing whatever I wanted to do.
God, sad to see. I hope this girl pulls it through. I genuinely do. So leave me a comment, guys. Have you experienced homelessness? What's it like in your area where you're at right now? I love hearing from the community. I know this was a bit of a depressing one, but I think you kind of have to check in on these situations every now and again. So yeah, leave me a comment, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.